Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous videos, we have completed all the backend APIs of Cafe Management System project. If you are not seen those videos, just go to the description and check out the link. In this video, I'm going to start with the front-end part, so let us start with that. So first, you need to install Angular CLI in your system. For that, you have to just move to the Angular official website. Here you can see the URL. And from here, you have to just copy this one. So let me copy this one and let me open the CMD, and here we have to just paste it and then we have to press enter. Once you press the enter, it will install Angular CLI in your system. Then you have to just close that terminal and then you have to go to description of this video. Over there you have to download frontend.zip file. Once you download it, once you extract that one, you will get this folder, and inside this folder you will get these files. Okay, and you have to just open this folder in VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Here you can see. Then you have to right click on this and click over here, open in integrated terminal. Then you have to run npm install. Basically this one is used to install all the packages actually. So here you can see package.json. So we want to install all these things. So actually I already installed Angular material and flex layout. These things already installed in this one. To install all the packages, we just need to run this one. So it will create a node module folder over here. Just wait for a few seconds and then it will install all these packages which you are seeing inside this one. Install it over here. So let it install it. It will take few minutes to install all the packages or dependencies, you can say. So now here you can see all the packages has been installed successfully. So now we have to run this project, right? So we have to just write ng serve ng space yes, and then we have to press enter. So it will start our project. So we also need to wait few minutes or few seconds to start this project. So just wait for it. So now you can see our server is running on localhost 4200. So let me open this one and let me write here localhost 4200. Here you can see this one is our application first page. You can see over here, and you can see the no buttons is over here. So we will implement all those things. And if you want to route to different page, cafe.dashboard, so you can see we are also able to route because I already provided these codes. Okay, but right now we do not have any guard to restrict those things, so that's the reason we are able to route it over here. So let me go back over here and let me open the VS Code, and here you can see package.json, all the dependency. Let me close this one and let me move to the src. And in the environment we need to store the URL, like at localhost 8080 our backend server is running, right? So we need to store that URL. So here we have to write API URL, this one, and inside this we have to write http local host 8080 at this port, at this URL our backend is running to, we are going to store it over here. After that we have assets. So in all the images we are going to store it over here, or like audio we want to use it directly on UI, we are going to store it over here. And after that app, this is the main part of project. All the main modules or component, all we are going to store it over here. So this is the app module, the main module of this project. Okay, it's giving us error. Let me close this and let me open it again. Maybe this one is does not synced. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me close this folder and let me open it again. And yeah, now its error has been removed. Let me go to the front end. Let me run ng serve it again. So it will, you can see I'm not getting any error right now. Initially we did not have node modules, that's the reason it was giving us error when we create it. And when we close this VS Code and when we open it again, that error need to be removed automatically because we have all the modules in our system, in folder actually, not system. Yeah, so we just need to wait for a few seconds as it's building it again, that file. Now here you can see we again build it successfully. Let me refresh this. You can see everything, and you can see error has been also removed. Okay, so when we move over here, you can see we already added few things like whenever like URL is going to hit without any thing, then it will move to the home component. So this will be home component, and this is the bestseller. So the bestseller, this part actually we are going to store. We have stored this part, images and these things, text. Those things are we have stored it over here. And the dashboard, whenever like we route to internal page, that one is for the dashboard. And the home, the top you can see over here, this part, that one is home. And the layout like header, footer, sidebar, those things we are going to store. And the material components like all the dialogues, all the components, we are going to store it over here. And the shared things like material modules, so all the modules we are going to already import it in our like app.module.ts over here. Okay, material modules will be there, right? You can see this one. When we press control and click on it, it will route to that place, material modules. Okay, so all the shared things to different component or services, we are going to store it over here. So now we have to add one like app module over here, that will be like HTTP client module. So basically all the HTTP request or response, we are going to use that module. So let me write here HTTP client module, this one, and we have to just press enter and save it. So it's imported this one, you can see, and it automatically built that one. You can see right now it's built things, right? So from here we need to import it. So let's say if you deleted this one and if you write that one only part, so it will give us error when you click on it, and you will get the options to import it directly from here also. So you can also import it like this. Okay, and when you save it, it will build it again and error will automatically get resolved. Here you can see previously it was giving us error and it's automatically get resolved whenever we save this. Okay, so we added HTTP client module. Then we have to create few services. For that we have to create a folder first. In that we are going to store all the services. So new folder, services, and then we have to right click on this, open integrated terminal, and let me increase the size of this one, and ng generate service, and here we have to write user, and we have to wait for a few seconds. You can see a service has been created. Let me minimize, let me decrease the size of this one, let me move back over here. And from here first we need to import a env file, environment file. So import from, and here we have to write here it should be back environment, this one, slash environment, this one, and from here we have to write environment, this one. And after that we also need to import few more things like HTTP client. So in the constructor we have to write private HTTP client, this one, and here we have to write HTTP client, this one. For the first option we need to select, and you can see it automatically imported from here, right? And then we have to save this. Okay, and we also need to import few more things. Okay, so before that we also need to like get the API URL, right? So for that here we have to write URL equals environment, we need to call that one dot, we have API.url, right? When you press control in keyboard and when you click by mouse, it will route to this place. So you can route it in URL like this. And from here actually we need to write for sign up, right? So here we have to write sign up, and in the sign up actually we are going to expecting body, right? So data any, and inside that we are going to return this dot http client dot, it should be a post method. Sign up API is a type of post method. So we are going to write here post, and this dot URL plus we need to write, press enter, and then here we have to write here path like user slash sign up. This is the path, right? So that's the region we're writing, and after that, whatever the body you want to pass, so you have to just write this one, and we are going to pass that in the body. After that, here we have to write like not write comma, and then we have to bracket, curly bracket, and then we have to set a header. So header should be new http header, this one, and we have to set the value set, and here we have to write content type, and in the content type we have to pass application slash json, this one, and after that like we just need to save this one. So you can see http header we imported from here, Angular the same, and like whenever we call this method, so we just need to pass the body we want to send, and from here we are going to hit this URL, and in the header we have said this one application.json. Okay, content type, actually we are just declaring it over here. After that, we have to create one more service. That one is for snack bar. So basically this is an Angular material thing which is used to display the messages. So we are going to create a common services. That's the reason I'm going to create a service. So snack bar, and just need to press enter. So it will create one more like you can see service for us, and here we have to do like first we need to import a like let me write here private, and then we have to write snack bar, and we have to import mat snack bar, this one, and here you can see we need to import it from here. Let me decrease the size of this one, and here we have to create one method. So open snack bar, we have to write this one, and in this we are going to accept two parameters. That will be a message, whatever the message we want to display, that should be a string type, and the action, and that should be also a string type. And then if the action is equals to error, in that case we need to display the first one. So this dot snack bar dot open, this one, and in this we just need to pass the message comma singles and comma and this one, and we need to display the horizontal position at which place we want to display, and so center I want to display at center, and the vertical position, I want to set as top, and duration, for how many duration we want to display. So for only 2 seconds actually I want to display, so I just write it over here 2000. After that, the pan class, so like CSS we want to apply, so for that, and here we have to pass black snack bar, this one actually. So from where we are going to get it, right? The question in your mind, right? So we have to just move to the style.css SCSS actually. So here I already placed this one, so you have to just, we are going to use this from over here, like for whenever the successful is there, then we have to just use this one. Okay, the same way. So if there is any error, so we are going to call this one. So let me put a semicolon over here, and if any error occur, in that case sorry, if successfully is there, right? If there is no error, so we have to just copy the same line and we have to just paste it over here, and in this we just need to change this to green. Okay, so like if there is a error, if we get an action type error, so it will show black background, and whatever the message inside of that, we are going to display that. If there is a no error, we are going to show the green background, and whatever the message inside that, we are going to display that. If this page is not formatted like correct format, so if you want to format it, right click on this, you can see format document. If you click on it, you can see automatically formatted each and everything. So in this way we are going to also do it over here. So format document, and you can see save it. So right now, till now, we created two services. For one is for user, one is for snack bar. Let me close both of it, and now we have to open like terminal over here. Let me also close this one, and in app folder, right click on this, open terminal. Inside app folder, we have to write ng generate component. This time we want to create, and that should be a sign up page actually. So write that and press enter. So it will create a file for that, and you can see it's also added it over here in declaration automatically. We don't need to do anything. You can see a sign up, a component has been created, and in the declaration you can see the sign up, right? So we also need not need to like declare over here, because this is a dialog. As a dialog we are going to use it. Okay, so let me decrease the size of this one, and let me first move to the home.html at this place. And here actually we have to like create, we have to call that one, so li, and here we have to call a, and here we have to on click on this one, we have to call a method. So handle not sign up action, this method we need to create. So let me copy this one, and let me move back over home.component.ts actually, and paste it over here and save it. You can see error has been removed. Let me delete this one also. So you can see error has been removed. So now when you move back over here, and here we also need to write the text. So I'm going to write here sign up, save it, and let me put a console log over here. So console.log, and let me write here test. So if whenever we click on sign up, so in the console log it will print this one. Let's test it out. So here you can see the sign up button is visible, right? So let me go to the inspect mode, let me open the console, and let me click on this one. So you can see test is visible. You can see the component home.component.ts at this place. When you click on it, you can see this console.log, right? So it's working fine as expected. So move back over here. So now we have to import few things actually over here to like we need to call that open that sign up model or dialog, you can say. So for that we need few things. So in the constructor, first we have to write private, and here we have to write dialog, and here we need to import mat dialog, this one. And after that we have to just call this one, and whenever the sign up API is going to hit, we have to just open a dialog. So let me remove this one, and here we have to write const dialog configuration new mat dialog config, this one. Here you can see we are going to import it from here, and then we just need to write semicolon. Then we have to write dialog config. We are going to set the size of width of that one dialog actually. So I'm going to write here 550 px. This will be the size. After that we need to open, so this dot dialog, we just need to call this one. So here we have to write dialog dot open, and in this we need to pass the sign up component. So here you can see sign up components. So you can see it imported from here, sign up component, right? You can see the path. And after that we have to write a comma, and we have to just pass the dialog config, right? And let's save it. You can see build has been successful. So let me move back over here. Let me click on this. You can see sign up works. It means that it's able to call it successfully, that component, right? Because the sign up works is only right over here. If we want to write here test, let's write here test, then the dialog value will be also going to change. So let me move back over here. Let me click on it. You can see sign up works test. It means that it's working fine. So after that we have to create few more things like global variables constant, you can say. So that will be in the shared folder actually. So we have to move to this one, and here we have to create a new file. So the file name will be global global constant .ts, this one. And here we have to write here export class and global constants, and here we have to write public static generic error. So this will be the common error we want to display over here, all over place. So it will be a string type, and here we are going to write something went wrong, please try again later. So this will be the error we are going to show, and after that the public static. Okay, so this will be the like after that we need to implement the regex, right? So this will be the message actually, and the next will be regex. So if you move a little bit down over here, so I already provided the regex file, txt file. So we have to copy it from here for name. So here I'm going to write a static, and then we have to write name regex string type. It will be also a string type, in double quotes we have to paste that one, and after that public, and let me copy this one 2 times, 1 2. Let me change the name of this one, so it should be a email type, and this one should be a contact number type. Okay, and we also need to change the regex, so we are going to copy it from here. Let me paste it over here, and the next will be contact number, so let me also copy this one and paste it over here, and let's save this. And after that one more variable we are going to create, so variable and public static error, this one, sorry, not this one, string, and in this we just need to pass error. So now we want to format this, so right click on this and we have to just click on format document, you can see, and save it. After that we just need to close this file, and then actually we need to install like a package in our application, this one. So let me stop this service, like the server. Let me close this one, and let me open the terminal for folder frontend. So that package basically we are going to use whenever we hit any APIs, anything, then we are displaying a loader, right? So for that loader we are going to install that package. So npm install ngx-ui-loader. So this one we want to install, just write it and press enter. So let me copy this one, and let me over here, let me press, and let me search for this one, loader. So this is the not this one, maybe this one. Okay, so this is the official website of this one. And when you move over here in demo, so available spinner, you can move over here. So you can see this type of spinner we available for us actually. So I'm using right now is this spinner, right? Ball spin clockwise, this one. So you can choose it as per your choice. So let me implement that first. So let me, you can see it has been installed. So now let me start the services. Let me ng serve. So it will start that, and after that we have to move to the app module actually. And this we just need to import few things, and we have to add in our import those things in our application. So let me decrease the size of this one, and here we have to write, let me write here, import from double quotes and here Angular, this one, and we need to import things like ngx ui loader module actually we need to import ngx ui loader module, this one. Ngx loader config actually we need to import config, this one. And the spinner we need to import, and pb direction, this one. These four things we need to import. And after this we are going to create a const over here, const, and ngx ui module config actually, this one. So just paste it over here, just me delete this one, and make it as a small, the first letter make it as a small, and paste it like this. And then we have to write here text, like below the loader we are displaying a message loading, so we have to write that one. So loading, and then we have to write here 3 dots, whatever, like the numbers of dot you want, you can increase as per your choice. So after that we have to write a text color. So text color should be like HFFFFF, it's 6 time, okay. And then the text position, so the text position should be center. I'm going to select this one. And pb color, this one will be red. And after that bgs color, this one, and it should be also red. And then the next color, okay, it should be, okay, here I forget, sorry, here I forget to write this one. Yeah, you can see error has been removed. Let me move a little bit up, okay. And after that fgs, this color, and it should be also will be red. And after that fgs type, actually this one type, and it should be spinner, this one, dot ball spin clockwise, this one I'm going to select. So you have to select it over here if you want to go for double bounce. So you have to just change to this one. You have to just change the name over here to change the loader type. And after that, like fgs size, this one we need to set it to 100. And pb, this one, direction, so this will be of pb direction. So in the header, let me, from here, like at this place there's also a loader visible. At this place you can see the cursor position, one loader is visible in quick overview video. So for that we are writing it the position actually, so sorry, direction actually, pb's direction dot left to right, this one. And pb thickness actually I make it as 5, okay. And after the writing this, the next what we need to do is we have to import this. So just move a little bit down inside this one, and here we have to write ngxui module for root, this one. And here we have to write ngxui config, like we have to just import this one, and over here, and save this. Now we have to move to the app component.html, and here we have to write ngx ui loader, this one, and just close this. So we have to write like this, and we have to just save this. So now our loader part is also get completed. Now we have to move to the sign up. So let's move to the signup component.ts, and here we have to import few of the like things which we are going to use it. So first will be form builder. So private form builder, and form builder we need to import. So you can see we imported from Angular form. After that we have to import route, actually from one page to another page we want to route, right? So for that we want to use router, so we also need to import it. You can see it imported from over here. So after that we need to import user services which we have created. So user services service and user service, we need to import this one. So exactly same we are going to copy it over here, and we just need to make the first letter small. And after that we need to import the snack bar, right? So private, okay, snack bar. So we are going to copy that one, name it from here, services snack bar. So this is the name we need to like get it right. So here I'm going to write first same, second same, then we are going to import it. You can also import it like this. Click on it over here, and you just need to get the options to import, or press Control spacebar. Okay, so it's giving us some snack bar services. Okay, so make it as first small, this one, maybe this one is causing issue, and then press this one, and then press this over here. Okay, it's still not going to import. Okay, let's import it manually. Let me copy this one, let me paste it over here, and let me change this to snack bar services, and let me change this one to snack bar services. Now you can see it, like we are able to import it. Okay, after snack bar, the next things we need to import, actually we need to get the dialog reference actually. So private, this one, and here we have to write dialog reference, and here we have to write mat dialog reference. This one we need to import, and inside that we have to write the component name. So this is a sign up component, right? That's the reason I write sign up. And after that we need to import the loader over here. So ngx service, and here we need to import ngx ui loader services. This one we need to import. So this will be, are going to import it from here. So like we all imported all the things which is required. After that we have to write here, we have to create the form, right? So sign up form and any, and it should be a form group actually. So form group, and after that we have to create a variable that will be response message any, this one. Let me move a little bit down over here. So in the ng on it we have to like build a form. So this dot sign up form equals to this dot form builder dot group, this one. Then we have to like curly bracket, we have to write here the name, and it should be null first position, and then we have to write here validation validators. Actually we need to call this one, it will import it from Angular form. Okay, and after that dot required we need to call this one, and we also need to match with pattern, right? So validator dot pattern we need to call this one, and we also created a global constant, this one, right? So when you click on, you can see it imported from over here. Dot, then name regex we need to call this one, and after, in the same way we need to write it for others. So first is for the name, second is for the email. Let me copy the same things, like let me copy this one part, paste it over here, and let me paste it over here again, and here we have to write contact number, and the last will be for password. So here I'm going to write here password, and this should be required, but we don't need validation for this one, so I'm going to remove this one. And this should be not a name regex, actually it should be a contact number regex, and it should be a email regex, so email regex. So you can see form has been built over here. So now after that we have to write like a API, like whenever sign up button is going to hit, in that case what we need to do, we have to call a method. So we are going to create a method. So handle submit, this method we are going to call, and in this first we are going to display start the loader, to display the loader. So ngx, let me move a little bit up, this one dot start, this one we are going to display the loader. we started going to display the loader. After that, where form data, we are going to get that data. This dot sign up form dot value, we are going to get it from here. After that, where data equals, we are going to create like this, and in this inside we are going to declare the variables like mapping like okay, in the map actually. So format data dot name actually. So you can see this one is having name, right? So that's the reason I'm going to write here form data dot name I'm expecting. After that, email, so form data dot email. So after that, contact number, this one, so form data dot contact. So same, we need to just copy paste it over here. And after that, the last one is for password. So the form data dot password. So now after this, like, let me move, you can see. So now after this we have to call the API, right? So for that, here we have to write call the user services which we have created. So this dot user services, and inside that we have a sign up method which we have created few minutes ago, and in that we have to just pass a data. So let me open that. You can see we're passing the data. So the variable we are passing this data which having the body. In the body we are passing the name, email, contact number, password. So let me move to the backend API. So let me go to the route user. So in the sign up API, we are expecting name, contact number, email. You can see the password. These four things we are expecting. So we are going to send it from front end. Okay, so the data we are going to pass it over here. Then we have to subscribe this one. And inside this, we have to write here response. And if any response we are going to get, and then we have to write like this. And if we get any response, then actually we have to, so here we have to stop this like loader first. So I'm going to write here stop that loader. Then we have to close this dialog, whatever, like it is successfully response, then we are going to get inside of this one part. So that's the reason I'm going to close this one, and close. And then we are going to, like, in the response message, whatever, like response dot, like question mark dot message, whatever the message inside that we are going to pass. And then we have to call the snack bar services and open snack bar, and whatever the message inside the response message we are going to pass that one. And we are not going to pass anything because it will be a successfully action, right? So we are not going to pass it to anywhere, anything. So after that, we also need to route this page. So this dot route, not navigate. So I'm going to just navigate to the, like nothing, like the same page. So it will just close that model. And after that, actually we need to bracket over here, press comma, and then we have to write here error. In case of any error occur, in that case, or delete one this one bracket, because we this bracket is going to close it over here, this one is going to close it over here. And here we have to, like, also whenever the any error occur, in that case, like we get 401 unauthorized access, anything we get going to get the error, in that case it will move to this one. If the request is 200 201, like successful request is there, so it will move to this part. If there is any error like internal survey, anything happen, it will move to the error. Okay, so after that, this .ngx services, we are also going to stop this one. And if okay, if error, sorry, not this one, error dot error, and question mark inside this one, if there is a message inside exist, in that case what we are going to do is we are going to response message and whatever the error question mark dot message, we are going to put it in that side, and else this dot response message is equals to global constant, we are going to call that, and generic error we are going to pass. And at last we are going to display a pop-up message snack bar, you can say, by using snack bar, sorry, we are going to display message. So this dot response message, and the global constant we have created the error, right? So we are going to pass that one. So like this we are going to pass, right? So like, let me open this. If we're going to get the error, so in that case we are going to display like this one, and if you are going to get this one, so like this it will work. So let me now we have to create the form, right? So we have created the like how we will hit the API and everything, but we did not created the form in UI. So let me move to the sign up component, and let me delete this one. And over here we have to first we have to create use mat toolbar, this one, and the color should be primary, and inside that we are going to write a mat toolbar dash raw, this one, and fx layout, and it should be raw. Let me close this one. fx layout is raw. Okay, after that we have to write span class title will be center. Okay, we also need to add few css over here. So let me move to the SCSS, actually we need to add. So mat tool bar, here we have to write like this, and here we have to write a margin minus 24 px, then margin width. First we are going to write width, so it should be auto, and margin bottom we are going to write 10 px, this one, and title center, and flex we are going to write flex 1 auto, this one, and then text align we are going to make it as center, and mat form field, and it should be like padding, we are going to do it for 5px, and then we have to save this. It will still give error because in HTML we have some error. So now we have to write here we have to write title center, this one, and then we have to just close this one, and here we have to write sign up. So let me save this, let me show you how it look like. So we have to move back over here, you can see it look like that. Perfect. So let me move back over here. So now we have to mat dialog whatever the mat dialog content we need to display, so this one we have to write, and here we have to also need to write here a class inside that mat, this one, typography we have to write, and then here we have to write we have to create actually a form. So form, and the form group should be sign up form, this one, and inside that we have to create a mat form field. Actually we are using here material, so for that we are using mat. Okay, we also need to put a div actually to make it as responsive. So here we have to write fx flex fx layout out, and it should be a column type. And then inside of that one we have to write here mat form field, this one. Let me close this one, and appearance should be fill. And here we also need to write fx flex, this one. And here we have to first display mat label, so mat label, this one. And inside that we are going to write name, so the name we have to write. And then we have to write here input field we have to create, so input, and input mat, this will be a mat input, and form control name will be one, it should be exactly same as this one, so it should be a name. So here we have to write form control name equals to name, and this should be a required field. And if any mat error occur, in that case, so mat error, and if condition we are going to write ng if equals sign up form dot controls dot name dot touched. If someone's touched this one, and sign up form dot controls dot name dot invalid, in both case we are going to call this one. Okay, it's giving some kind of error. Okay, it should be also double quotes at the end. Okay, you can see error has been removed. So after that we need to display a few messages according to error, so span, and here we have to write ng if equals double quotes, and here we have to write sign up form dot controls dot name dot errors dot required, this one. So in that case we have to write this field is mandatory, this one. We are going to display this message. And if, let me copy this line and same line and paste it over here. Let me decrease the size of this one also. And here we have to write like for pattern, right? So if there is a pattern error, in that case we have to write invalid, this error we need to display. So let me save this one, let me move back over here, let me click on over here. You can see if we leave this field, so it will show this field is invalid. If we write something, let's say I'm going to write this one, so you can see it is still showing this field is invalid, because we are just want to expecting here character or number, that's it. So it means that the validation is working fine as expected. And you can see this is also for name actually. So I'm going to copy the same thing, here 3 more times actually. So this will be 4, let me paste it over here, 1 2 3, and we're just going to change the name. So let me move back over here, and the next is for email address. So I'm going to write here email, I'm going to write email, and here we just need to write a name, sorry, email. Here we also need to change to email, here we also need to change email, email. So if we save it, it will show like email fields according to this one. After email, the next will be for contact number. So let me copy this one, and this will be contact number. So contact, this is a visual name, so contact number. So let me paste it over here. So here we also need to change at this place, this place, this place, and this place. All the places we have changed. Now the next will be for password. So let me move back over here. So the password, here we also need to write password, and it should be changed over here, 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 and here. And let me save this. So you can see mat content. After that, here you can see, let me move back over here, let me click on it. You can see a form has been created. but till now we did not we don't have any buttons to submit it. So for that we are going to create it. So let me move back over here. Outside of mat for dialog content, we are going to write here mat dialog action actually. So dialog actions, this one we need to select, and inside that okay, it should be also align. So align, and it should be center, this one. So after that, here inside this one we need to create a button. So button, this one, and it should be a matte raised button, this one, and color should be primary, and type will be submit, this one. And if somebody clicks on this one, so we need to call a handle submit, this method we need to call. And in case like right now, let me move back over here, and you can see okay, the button is not visible because we did not write anything over here. So let me write here sign up, let me save it. So let me click over here, you can see a button is visible right now, but we did not having any validation. If we click on it, it will hit the API, right? So we also need to add the validations in button. So for that, here we have to write here like disabled, this one, and here we have to write sign up. Once again, it should be in small, sign up form, sign up form dot valid. We are going to check this one, and it should be dirty, like it is touched or not. So it need to be touched. So in that case, so dirty, okay. So then save it, and after that we also need to implement the button. So button to close this form, so matte raised button, this one we are going to use. So color should be primary, and after that matte dialog close, this one we need to write. We don't need to do anything here, just delete that one, close this one, and save this. So let me move back over here, let me click on sign up. You can see the button is disabled and close button is there. Let me click on close button, you can see it get closed. You can see everything is visible, right? So let me open the inspect mode, let me move to the network tab, and let me clear this one. So let me write here test, and here we are going to write here test at the rate gmail.com. Let me write here contact number 12345678990. You can see all the validation is working fine as expected. So 123, okay, it should be a form, like okay, here we missed, like it should be a password, no, like it should not display that one. So here basically we need to write here in the type, here type is equals to, and here we have to write password, this one. Let me save this one, and now we move back over here. Let me write here quickly, so test at the rate gmail.com, and here let me write 1234567. okay, so let me clear this one, and let me write here 123, and when we click on this sign up API, so what it will do is it will going to hit our API. So you can see in the network tab, you are able to see that. So let me click on, you can see successfully register, we get a pop-up message, and you can see a few things is there. There's a 200 OK request. Let me click on it. You can see there's a payload. Let me close this part. You can see we are going to hit the request URL is there, http localhost 8080 users / signup. We hit this API. And if you want to see the payload, so we just need to click over here. So these fields we have to say like send in the body, okay. And if you want to preview whatever the response we get, so we get like successfully register, which is visible over there. So this is the all the things we are able to see it over here. Okay, so this is working fine as expected. Sign up API. Let me open the database and let me show you like the user has been registered or not. Here you can see the test user exists in our database. The status is false. Everything is there. So it means that we implemented as expected like Signup API of Cafe Management System project. So this is all about that. So I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.